Hey guys, if you're just joining us,
Explain to them that I'm on it.
if you guys are just joining us, we're gonna give everybody a few more minutes to log on. You may see our sir's name pop up, but that's simply because he's allowing us to record this. So if anyone misses it, they'll be able to catch it on our YouTube channel at a later date.
Hey everybody, good evening. Get started. Okay. So good evening, everyone. Sorry, she's waiting on me. And welcome to Tuesday Talks. Tonight's topic is all about discovering who you are within your submission, your unique S-type identity. Before we begin, as always, we'd like to start with a brief disclaimer to help set the tone and expectations for the space. Sheba will read that for us.
Hey guys, so as you all know, the discussion is for educational and reflective purposes only. You're not therapists, clinicians, or licensed professionals. Please remember that everyone's journey in the lifestyle is unique, and nothing changes considered personal advice or instruction. Always practice negotiation, consent, and aftercare when engaging in any BDSM activity or sharing the space stays in this space. Confidentiality, respect, and consent apply at all times.
Thank you, Sheba. Now, take a deep breath, settle in, and we are going to go ahead and get started. So a quick reminder, please mute if you're not on mute, if you're not speaking. If you have any questions during, you can always raise your hand and we'll let you come off mute and ask your question. And let's go ahead and get started. So tonight's introduction is S-types and identifiers, how you identify as an S-type.
Alrighty. When people hear the word submissive, they often imagine it's one size fits all, but that couldn't be further from the truth. There are so many different expressions of submission: service oriented, sensual, brat, slave, little, rope bunny, domestic submissive, and many more. Each of these reflects not just what you do for your dominant, but who you are at your core. This key is understanding what naturally fuels you, what makes you feel alive, safe, and purposeful in your submission. When you connect with that core energy, you stop trying to fit a mold and start embracing what already feels authentic to you. So I'm going to start us off with a question. If anybody wants to chime in, if not, you know how the Knights do it. I will call somebody out. Um, what made you realize you had a submissive side? Was it an experience, a feeling, or something someone awakened in you? Who's ever comfortable? I'd love to hear a few of your stories.
Yes.
All right. I don't see nobody volunteering this tribute. All right. Bet.
I jump in.
There we go.
I'll jump in. Hi, everybody. I think for me, in real life and work, home, other places, I'm in charge all the time. I'm giving out all the orders. Everyone's looking to me for all the leadership. And that gets to be tiring and it gets to be a lot. So when I just started thinking about what it would be like to be able to kind of lay that down and what that looked like and what that felt like, and was able to have some experiences that just felt right. It was the space that I knew I needed to be in, just to be able to shed all of that and be, as opposed to have to constantly do and have everyone looking to me for all of that. So I think it was probably a piece of burnout that really just led me to what really feels right and natural for me.
I can definitely relate. Um, Sometimes you just don't want to do it. Well, I got to make all the decisions. Yeah, here you pick it up, and I'll be the boss outside of here, so I can definitely relate to that.
Definitely.
Anybody else want to share their story? Hmm. Real quiet tonight.
See, I'm the nice one. I don't pick. I leave that for Sheba and Daddy.
They real quiet tonight.
I know I'm quiet, so I'll be like, "Ooh, please don't call him."
Ooh, Miss Karma, let's hear your story. Is she with us?
Karma said, "Nope." I know that's right, girl. Don't take that mute off if you don't want to. Sorry, Daddy.
Hey, I'll go.
Oh, perfecto.
Um, I I feel like I've been submissive because it comes natural to me. Though I do have leadership qualities, um, I feel like it just comes natural. That's something that was taught from the church, from the religious part, from the Bible. The Bible taught us to be submissive to our husbands or to our mates. So that's something that was taught to me from a young age. And it just kind of stuck with me. And then in the BDSM kink lifestyle world, it just connected in a different way where I can learn different things and how to be submissive to my husband and him as my dominant.
All right, now.
I just figured out how to unmute. I'm sorry.
No worries. There you are. Sorry.
I never am on this thing, and so I'm like, that I can talk, but I don't know how.
That's okay.
Well, glad you made it with us. So I'll just repeat it for you. What made you realize you had a submissive side? Was it an experience, a feeling, or something?
I've always known. I just never tapped into it until I had someone who basically made me, like I'm so used to being in control of everything that it was just easier to relax when someone was like,
on the bill
trust
for
me, I
last
got
month,
it.
but it wasn't last month. It was month before that.
Someone, I think your mute is off. Is that Kelly or Rick? Can you mute your phone for us? Thank you.
You know what I mean? $300.
Oh,
Give us a second, guys.
All right, we're just trying to. All righty. If you can hear us, Red, you took it. Can you put your mute back on your phone for us?
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, as you were saying, Karma.
I just think that because of the partner that I had, it really just brought out more of me being able to relax, you know what I mean? And be who I felt like I was naturally. I really put my submissive side to the back burner because I've always had to be the most responsible in my life. Like from jump, I have drug addict parents that I have to take care of, and I'm given to my grandmother, and they are sick, so I'm in control of that, and that's all before I turned 14. You know, so it's a lot of responsibility to have, and it was harder to let go of that when I had a actual mate that would allow me to do so.
Yeah.
All right, I can dig that. Thank you so much for sharing, Karma. If anyone else is not interested in sharing, I'll go ahead and pass it back off to my sister, White Summer.
Anyone else have anything to add? Yeah, ain't gonna help a sister out. All right. Well, let's go ahead and talk about a few common submissive archetypes. I'll name a few, and I want you to think about which one feels closest to your natural energy. So, from myself, I know that I can relate to Queen, what Queen and Celine said about, being submissive. I'm naturally submissive, so I do things like that I enjoy, and it's just so I know I was a service sub. Um, I find fulfillment in acts of service, cleaning, organizing, helping, baking, cooking, all that jazz. A sensual submissive, I like to get pretty and, be sensual. And that sensual submissive thrives on touch, pleasure, and connection through intimacy. Brat, which we got one right here, my sister wife Sheba. Playful, mischievous, enjoys testing boundaries, but still deeply desires structure. And that is true. We have slave, which seeks ownership and structure with clear, defined protocols. Little, which embraces nurturing and protection, often tied to age regression, energy.
Mm-hmm. And baby.
Just a baby. You said that in the store. Like, girl, shut up. We also have domestic submissive, who excels in creating home, order, and peace for their dominant. And I think, did I touch on that? So
Yeah.
I said I was a service, sensual, domestic. My sir said I'm about 15% brat, but didn't he say it was good the other day?
The other day she was good.
Okay, and then the last one, I'm sorry, is rope bunny / pain slut, which we touched on last night.
Yeah.
Enjoy submissions through physical sensation and restraint. Now, none of these are better or more real. It's about alignment, finding a space where your energy and your service feels the most authentic. And that can take time, no rush. You kind of figure it out as you go. And let's see. So does anyone in the chat care to drop their identities, or did you have questions about any of the submissive identities that I just covered? Anything to add? You can go ahead and take yourself off mute. I won't pick on y'all and call y'all, so it's up to y'all.
I have a question about the second to last one. What was that you said?
Was it the domestic submissive?
Yes, like the one that brings peace.
Yes, so excels in creating home, order, and peace for their dominant. I kind of tie it to, it's kind of like with service, like yeah, kind of like similar to. So I never heard of it until now, actually.
Yeah, domestic is more service orientated within the household, whereas I'm a service submissive, and my service doesn't just cover the house. It can be being of service at an event. It could be being of service while they're driving. You're reading directions, holding their coffee. So it's not just domestic, which is why they are two separate identifiers. But you can very well be both.
Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you for explaining that because I think that's what I am, even though I keep being called the B word.
Oh, well, we all get a little brat to tat tat. My
No, I am not. I am amazing.
me, so my turn. Like I'm a good girl. I had my good girl shirt on all day yesterday.
Sir Chill is saying something, but he muted. But I can tell that he's not in agreement.
Oh.
We are good. We come from a good place, but sometimes we just want to play. That's
Yeah,
it.
I don't identify as a brat. However, I do have brat tendencies as well as slave tendencies. So I'm a little mixture. You never know what you're gonna get.
Why her
Like,
eyes so wide when you said that?
like some
What? My eyes weren't open.
terrible. Y'all see what I go through. Help me.
She missed me, y'all. That's all she told. She talking snappy, y'all.
Yeah. I came home.
Yeah. All right. But is there anybody else that let's see? Let's go to the chat and see. Let's see here. See if we can take this as a moment to see what is going on in the chat. Okay, thank you for that, Queen. Make sure I talk louder. But so Lee said, Queen, thanks for drawing that connection to religion. I'm sure I had some of that going on too. And Queen replied, yeah, I was taught from the church expand and hearing it from my grandmother. And I could definitely relate because you remember those church dinners you used to have after church? And the boys got to go play while the girls had to go help in the kitchen to set food up and lay it out and fix plates. So I grew up Pentecostal. So
I was outside with the boys.
no, they did not let me go outside with the boys.
Outside.
In my church, I couldn't even wear pants. So it was
the church. Yeah, they really back in the day. They really didn't.
You couldn't wear pants in church, so I could definitely relate to that. And we have Soline saying, "I'm a slave with brat tendencies." All right.
It's gonna be interesting for you.
That slave
Next
is
little
gonna be
journey.
mad at that brat when that brat get that slave caught up and they get that punishment. But if anyone and no one else wants to drop a couple of their identifiers or anything related to that topic that they want to discuss, we could go ahead and keep it rolling.
I'll do it. Look, everybody acting real shy, so I'll go ahead.
Thank
Look,
you.
y'all, look. For all the brats in the room, y'all don't have to say the B word. Just go ahead and say that you're a brat. It's okay if you're a brat. It's okay. It's okay.
I'm not.
Brats are just real playful. Some of us are real. Look, Sire's over here like, is it? Oh, it is if you have a daddy or a dom that likes a brat. Some dominants don't like brats, and that's okay. But I'm allowed to brat a little bit, and I have a certain amount of time that I can just brat, and then I know my limit. So it's okay if you're a brat. It's okay if you have brat tendencies. You just got to know your limits of how you're bratting. But I am a switch. I am also a brat. I am a little sadist. I am a little middle. I am a Sam, which is smart ass masochist, because my smart ass mouth sometimes get me in trouble. Yeah. So you can, huh?
We gotta talk about that. I think I am too when y'all was talking about it. Sorry,
I think that you are. I do think that you are, and it's okay. It's just you're a smart ass with your mouth, and you like to get in trouble and have a little pain with your smart ass mouth. If that makes sense.
I can agree with that.
That sounds accurate.
Sorry,
If
Daddy.
that makes sense.
It sounds real.
So, like, as you go along in your journey, you kind of gain things that you identify with. It doesn't make you a bad person or less than the other. You just, like today, I've been in little space all day. I've just been feeling a little heavy and I've been coloring a lot. I've been in my cage with my stuffies and my blanket. So, the longer you go in your journey, you'll identify with more things as they come along. So, don't be afraid to embrace them. Just embrace them. Because my list is getting longer. The more I grow and the more I learn,
Yeah.
I didn't know that I was a little sadist until about last year when we were in a scene and I was scratching up somebody because I was in a scene and our energies connected. So I didn't know until on the way home. He was like, "Oh, so you're a little sadist, huh?" I didn't know. So sometimes you don't know how you identify. Just embrace it.
Thank you, Queen, because it's
You're
definitely
welcome.
I have a lot of identifiers. And before we move on, I'm just going ahead and run you guys through the gambit. I'm a little, I'm a model sub, I'm Brett, I'm a pet fox, I am a service sub, I am furniture, uh, I am a little sadist, a lot of masochists. Where else we at? Where are we at? I am a doll sub, so I love for my son to like dress me up, tell me how he wants my makeup. Oh yeah, Queen, you are a little kitty cat. I got you. I'm going ahead and throw that out there. Throw that
Sex,
out
you said sex doll.
listen,
Be a sex doll.
listen, it be lit. Just
We can talk about it later.
just listen, there is no wrong way to show your submission. Just like I said, I'm probably missing quite a few. But don't feel the need to be boxed in. Uh, you don't, just because you're a servant doesn't mean you can't be a rope. Just because you're a slave doesn't mean that you can't be a rope buddy. So don't feel like because you find identifiers, that's where the question. You can keep learning, you keep growing, you can keep finding out different things about yourself. And it's okay. It doesn't cancel out how else you identify. It just means that there's another aspect of me that I'm coming to learn about. And I really love that about this lifestyle because as an S type, it allows me to explore. You don't want to go too far, sign up for some stuff you're not ready for, but just play in the field and seeing what you like. Definitely have, let's go to the chat.
Yeah, that's cool.
Let's see here. Mr. Tip says, I think every woman that feels safe in her space is a brat. No woman likes no, but always love getting what they want, even when it is in giving. Ooh, clock that.
Yeah.
Clock that. I'm about to copy and paste that and send it to Sir. Because, listen, I'm just being a woman.
No, you're just being a little baby.
Just being a baby. Baby. Carmen says she dialed. I clicked her up. It is definitely really similar to that, Karma. We decide what my outfits are going to look like. We've decided my makeup look. And I like being dressed up. I am a voyeur and an exhibitionist. So I don't need to be naked, but I like to get dialed up because I like people to see me. Huh? I didn't say I don't like being naked. I said I don't have to be naked. That is a distinct difference.
I get you that.
It's too late, Mr. Tibbs. The information's out there. No backsies. Screenshot that, y'all. Screenshot it. Screenshot it.
Oh, God.
You gotta take it back.
Uh-uh.
Nope, 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 nope. You is nope. Scorpio says you can be both a sex slave and a sub together. Absolutely. How you
Mr. Chris.
how you fulfill your kink sexually does not necessarily have to impact how you are outside of the bedroom. So you can definitely walk into that room and go from being a regular submissive to a sex slave. Have your way with me, daddy. Toss me across the room, do whatever you want. You can definitely have that. So if someone else told you different, they lying to you, or they just trying to stop your shine. They don't want you seeing that, but you can definitely be those. It's really about timing. There's a time and place for everything. I'm not gonna brat out in the middle of a serious conversation, just like I won't start making growling noises when I'm trying to get work done. So it's just really every moment you can figure out, you know, this is when this aspect needs to show up. So yes, yes, and yes, you can be both of those. Let's see here. Uh, no problem, Snook the Crook. Yes. Snook the Crook. But let's keep it rolling, y'all. So once you identify your submissive type, the next step is applying it in real life. Knowing your S type helps you set clear boundaries, vet potential dominance more intentionally, and communicate your needs with confidence. For example, a service submissive might crave daily structure and routine, small rituals that give them purpose. A brat, on the other hand, might need playful discipline and mental stimulation to feel seen and connected. The more you know yourself, the less likely you are to fall into confusion or unhealthy dynamics. Because when you understand why something feels right or wrong, you can navigate your submission from a place of strength instead of fear. So yeah, listen, because if you don't know, you don't know, and you can't properly advocate for yourself.
Right.
If you aren't clear on where you stand as an S type.
Right.
It's not just knowing the identifier, but knowing how you show up under that identifier.
Yeah.
And if you don't know how to show up, a dominant can come to you and he can either influence you the wrong way, or he can put you in a situation that is not healthy for you or one that doesn't grant you fulfillment. So knowledge of oneself is definitely powerful.
Definitely.
And that kind of leads to the next question. How has your submission evolved over time? Did you start as one type and shift in another as you learned more about yourself? There's no final form in submission. We evolve, and that's part of the beauty in it. Anybody want to volunteer? Because y'all know I am my daddy submissive, and I will start pointing people out. Terrible. Good evening, Coco.
Good evening.
All right. Are we getting it? Oh, I mean, Coco here. So, Coco, you with me? Let's see if she's busy.
I'm here, darling. I'm here.
Oh, okay. So you came at the right time. I want you to drop some gems on folks. So I'm going to read you the question back. How has your submission evolved over time? Did you start with one type and shift into another as you learned more about yourself?
Say that again.
No problem. How has your submission evolved over time? Did you start as one type and shift into another as you learned more about yourself?
Oh, yes. A lot. I'm a whole switch now. At first, I was, I've learned so much and evolved in so much since for these 8 years. I'm shocked with myself at times. My submission has helped me in my dynamic, in my poly, in everything. In everything. Mm-hmm.
Listen, I remember our conversations 2-3 years ago, Miss Coco. So definitely, it looks beautiful on you. But that's definitely what I want them to know, that it changes, and it's okay if it changes, right?
And it changes all the time, because as you grow, everything grows. Your submission, everything grows. Your understanding of who you are, your understanding of your partners is going to just keep growing. If you put in the work.
Say that part, clock it.
It is daily work.
Clock it. It is definitely daily work.
Daily. DAI.
She over here having a felony with herself, y'all. Thank you so much for sharing, my lady.
You're welcome.
Awesome. Anybody else want to share?
We got some great people on this.
We do, don't we?
We need to turn the mic over to them. I'm sitting back like this. Where my notepad at?
We just gonna do prompts and let y'all have it. I seen somebody in the chat said she was shy. And I'm wondering if she could come out of her shell for little old us. Miss Maisha Lee.
Hey.
There you are.
Hey, can I hear the question one more time?
No problem. So how has your submission evolved over time?
So I am still fairly new. I do identify as a submissive, but as I'm learning more about different areas, I'm also identifying as a brat. So I'm still learning. I did like what you said earlier about or was it Miss Queen who said about you can brat out just to get like punishment for pain. So I am getting intrigued in that a little bit.
That part, I can take that brat part.
Listen, but it's a downside to that, Miss Maisha, and I'm letting you know. Because sometimes the dominant will withhold the punishment because he knows that's what he wants.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, it's no fun if you brat out and you can't get beat for it.
Right.
Yeah.
But that is quite okay, especially with you being new. Don't feel like, yeah, try it your way. Figure it out because the way we kink is not the way you kink. So if you can run out and get beat, girl, do it for the motherland. Do it for us because not everybody can get that treatment. So if they want to do that, do that. And I just want to thank you so much because I saw you say you were shy, and I was just hoping I could break you out your shell just a little bit.
Thank you. You did good.
You're welcome.
Yay. Before I hand it back off to my sister wife, anybody else want to chime in here? Oh, Snook the cricket choosing violence in the chat. Not bred out and get beat, laugh out loud, just spoiled. Tomato, tomato.
Right.
It's playful. It's really light. You know, I don't push it. I didn't push it with my mama either. I've been a brat for a long time.
Right.
Some stuff
You said what's like?
huh?
What's like?
Keeping my brat light.
Oh.
Yeah, I brat real light.
Oh, I thought you meant.
Yeah, or from a distance.
Oh, okay.
You know, or from a distance.
Okay.
Over the phone.
Okay. Right.
Oh,
Yeah.
Mr. Till said admitting is the first step.
True. Thank you, sir. It is true.
My name is Sheba, and I'm a brat.
Yeah, and our sir don't like bread. I should say he doesn't like bread. He doesn't want bread.
He doesn't want full time, which is why he allows us moments to brat. But we got to rein it back in because if we don't, we're
Unfortunately.
gonna get a bad girl, and I don't like being a bad girl.
I
No, don't be saying that in front of these people.
She don't like being bad. All right, we got anything else in the chat?
Let's see here. Celine said that over the phone can get you in trouble too.
Oh,
Like,
definitely.
oh, listen,
Definitely.
you can't say everything over the
I
phone.
ain't
So
receiving my stuff over the phone.
you gotta drop it real quick at the end of the conversation and hurry up, and get off the phone. All right, I'll talk to you later.
Definitely.
Bye.
Definitely.
I guess you would know that though, Summer. Ooh.
All my stuff over the phone.
Coco said, I can't brat. My cert makes implements. Listen, I can't brat because your cert makes implements.
Look, I'm looking at implements as we speak. What is that, bro? I'll find out later.
Look, girl, focus.
Daddy got his thing open. I'm curious.
Focus.
Okay.
Focus.
Oh.
Oh my gosh. And dungeon equipment. See, Carl said, I don't claim this energy.
Terrible.
But you know what, Mr. Tills, he gonna bring me back down. I'm laughing and joking, but he said we can understand that you have to be theatric sometimes, but order and structure has to be enabled at all times.
Definitely.
And he is absolutely right.
Yeah.
Unless you're in a dynamic where you have a tamer, a brat tamer, and that is how they identify. In a lot of dynamics,
Yeah.
it's about balancing your brat.
Mhm.
You don't want to do too much because at the end of the day, he's not a brat tamer. He's just allowing you to express yourself, and you don't want to take advantage of that. Oh, who said liar, liar, pants on fire? Oh, they getting real spicy in the chat.
I like it.
Listen. Ooh, is that T? I see Miss Tisdale, Tanya. Hey, girl, hey.
Hey, girl, hey.
We gotta be good girls, y'all. We gonna start a good girl coalition. So I don't think we then we gonna have
I already
Hey,
have a
y'all.
good one. I have a good girl
We
coalition.
cannot be good. It's
listen.
okay. I'm not gonna be good.
You know we not gonna be good, T.
No,
Listen,
but
that's how they have those fake clan meetings. You know, they saying they meet for a little meeting about something else, and then on the inside, it's a Brett meeting. Yeah, we do that. Look, then people start coming, everybody put up all Brett stuff.
I'm gonna have a good girl shirt
Well,
on this.
I'm not gonna be a brat though. Not gonna be a brat.
No,
Yeah, we're not gonna be a brat. Right?
Nope.
Sheila?
I'll talk my stuff in the other chats, but y'all know how I feel. I'm not for the discipline. Nope.
Yeah, I don't want the
Nope.
discipline, but yeah,
Nope.
he won't give me what I want though.
Yeah, because he knows that's why you're doing it. You see, as y'all are learning from us, it really is it's dynamic specific. So when you brat carefully out here, folks, because you don't know who you up against, and I don't want nobody in S type chat crime, bloody murder because they push too far.
Right.
Before we get falling, see, not in Okay, breading carefully. All right, Queen. You're not gonna suck me into that rabbit hole with you. You're not gonna suck me into that rabbit hole. I'm gonna pass it back off to my sister wife, and we're gonna keep this thing rolling for y'all.
All righty. So we are going to dive into guided self-discovery activity. So now that we talked about the different types of submissives, let's do a quick self-reflection exercise. Take a moment to grab a notebook, your phone, or anything you can write on, or if you can remember, then do that. I want you to finish this sentence 3 times. In my submission, I can't talk. I know, my tongue big. I think
Okay, fuck it.
in my submission, I feel most alive when. So I want everyone to think, write it down. You can definitely come off mute, raise your hands, or come off mute. There are no wrong answers here. Write the first thing that comes to mind each time, 3 times. In my submission, I feel more alive when. And it might surprise you what your spirit reaches for first. And then if anyone wants to go ahead and share, you can put in the chat or you can come off mic on mute.
Oh Lord, they doing some other stuff in the chat. I'm gonna read that, but I ain't playing with y'all today. We got any takers? Because y'all know who I am.
Let's see.
I feel my strength.
Ooh, go
That's
ahead.
nice. Yes.
I like that one.
I feel my strength.
Yes.
That is a good one. Okay. For Miss Yaya, the sentence that we want you to fill in the blank on is in my submission, I feel most alive when. And if you got time, say it 3 times and see what comes up every time you repeat that statement. No problem, sweetie. While we're waiting on people, because I know people are probably thinking, I'll toss up my first one. In my submission, I feel most alive when I am of service. Just seeing Sir happy makes me happy. When he looks up and he doesn't have to worry about the monotonous stuff of day-to-day life, that really excites me. Plus, I get a good girl that always makes it better. But yeah, that's me.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Yeah. When I'm
I
of
feel
service.
strength. Yeah.
I agree with that. I had the question wrong.
No, there are no wrong answers.
But it still goes back to my strength.
Yeah.
I'm powerful. I feel it, like you said, with service, with knowing that, I got something right, the praise.
Yes.
All right, we got that. And let's see what we get in the chat, Miss Summer. Celine, hey girl, hey. She says, when I am being used, sexually or otherwise. Yeah, that's service. It looks a little bit differently because Bootsky Celine is leaning to her slave bag with brat tendencies, but it's the same thing. Service is service. It just looks different. The level of service you have looks different depending on who you are. Miss Karma said for her first time she said it, she said peace.
Yeah.
The second time she said it, she said proud. And the third time she said his joy. Oh, those are good.
Those are really good.
It is. You aren't a liar, Miss Karma. Look, being all honest and vulnerable. And speaking of that, Queen said, insert submissive, she feels most alive when she's vulnerable, on her knees in position, ready to serve. Girl, just write you a book. The way you be describing stuff. Just make you a little hot and bothered.
Yeah, it is something about kneeling. Like I was just doing something and just went and kneeled in front of him. He was like, yeah.
Tell you to be there on your knees without your hair pulled back. Great.
Get my hair pulled.
Not that they would have said. Boss Queen says, in my submission, I feel most alive when I can release all control. Yep. I think a lot of us, if not most of us as types, can relate. Coco said when she makes her proud. Karma said kneeling is amazing.
Yes.
It really is. Though these knees are 10 years older than I still like getting down on them. But I will still bow and kneel to my sir. Scorpio said in my submission, I'm outspoken. In my submission, I live for passionate energy. In my submission, I lean to my exotic self.
Yes. Yes.
Ooh, I know. I'm loving these responses. Kelly said when I get complete eye contact, that's definitely one I wouldn't think about.
Oh yeah,
But
I love eye contact.
listen,
Yeah.
but definitely I can relate to that. I think a lot of us can. For Miss Coco, her second one was when I see Mr. when he looks into my being. When I see me, when he looks into my being. Oh girl. Okay, now you getting deep. All right.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love it.
Listen, I'm loving these responses,
stuff.
guys. I'm loving them. I'm loving them. Let's see here. So let's open it up a little bit more. Who would like to share what they've discovered about themselves in this journey? Anybody? Anybody? I think we just got some more people to join us. Hello.
I'll go. I've discovered that when we started hosting events, that I was allowed to be vocal, outspoken, upfront, a leader in certain areas because I'm an extrovert. So Saya really allowed me to be my authentic self because I was more of an extrovert to speak up while we hosted events. And in the last year, we took a break. So then I was allowed to be more quiet, more reserved, more able to give up all control and then allow him to just, I can just release all of those leadership qualities and be able to just serve vulnerably. So I would say that helped me become more of a little middle. I don't brat even as much as I used to because now my more softer side, I don't have to lead as much because we don't have to host events. So it allowed me to learn more other areas of myself in my submission over time.
Oh, Toya. Thank you, Queen.
Thank
Said
you,
Toya.
Queen. And now hey Toya, let's go ahead and pass it off to Toya and let's get some of her feedback.
Uh-oh, you're on mute.
Oh my God. Hey, everybody.
Hi.
Hey, book club, baby.
I'm like, I call myself a baby kinkster because I'm still learning. So I'm still taking notes. I think for me, submission is very hard because it's not something that's in my nature. And listening to all the wonderful reasons why people submit and the amazing stuff that you get out of it, I think is awesome. I think the only way that I have submitted is through professional DOM services. And it's been very powerful for me to step into myself in those moments. But as far as being in partnership and doing that, I have not, but not saying it's a never, just as of right now, I'm still learning.
All right. There is nothing wrong with that. You're going to look up one day, Miss Toya, and you're not going to be who you started this journey as. And I hope that it's so exciting for you. I hope you get exactly what you're looking to get out of this journey of self-discovery.
Yeah. And I am. And I am.
Right.
And I am.
Message.
Lock it.
For anything.
Awesome.
Thank you for sharing, Toya.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, Mr. Tibbs next. The floor is yours, Mr. Tibbs. Oh, you're on mute. That was almost a cookie. You still on mute?
Okay, can y'all hear me now?
Yes, we can.
Okay, first off, good evening, ladies, and to the empresses in the group chat.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Thank y'all for that. I guess I'm gonna be the guy that doesn't be shy for the moment. Uh, the thing that I learned about myself being sub or dom is the service. Understanding that the person at their basic core just wanted to be cared for, just want to have attention given to them. Um, being a submissive and knowing that I have no problem providing that for you because at the end of the day, uh, when we get to facing the world, facing life, facing the atrocities, you just want something that can hold peace for you. Um, Being a dom, I want to protect. I want you to come to me when you have faced the world, when you have done your best that you can. And let me encourage you to be better and to do better. That's the thing that I like being a dom is the encouragement that I can provide, that I want to provide, and make tacos afterwards.
And make tacos? All right then, sir. Cook and encourage. Encourage is good.
He's trying to get some of these insights to inbox.
I know that's right.
About tacos.
This chat is open. Thank you, sir. That's great.
You and them snacks, Mr. Tibbs. You and them tacos.
Definitely love that perspective. And it's nice to hear from dominants because we don't hear from a lot of dominants in the chat, especially like this chat. So
Yeah,
definitely appreciate it.
I'd like to hear from, thank you for allowing us to see
You
it
got
from
to
both
feed
sides.
them. You got to feed them. You can't just get energy and not replenish that energy. So, you know, and what makes a woman smile more than great connection is good food.
Yeah.
I'll eat it, shut up.
Yeah.
I bet she stopped being a brat then when you tell her you're going to get something to eat.
That one.
You gotta be telling all my business up here. Yes, I will shut up for some spikes and some hot wings. Listen. Hot wings with little mashed potatoes and gravy on the side. All right. Oh, focus. But he had all the ladies in the chat. They throwing up claps and everything. He just struck a chord with the us tonight. Like it. But that's really what's beautiful about this reflection is that it's not about labels. It's about alignment. When you know what keeps you grounded, you stop chasing validation and start cultivating fulfillment. Sometimes your archetype may shift depending on who you're with or the season of life you're in, and that's okay. Growth doesn't mean change for the sake of it. It means deepening your understanding of self. So I just want everybody to ask yourself, am I serving from joy? Am I performing from fear? Or am I performing from fear? That question alone can change the way you show up in your dynamic and your healing.
That is a great question.
Listen, I came up with a little bit. And just so to put it plainly, when you serve from joy, you get yourself a fulfillment out of service, no matter what that service looks like. Even if you just like being his bearskin rug that lie on the floor and he put his feet on you at the end of a hard day, or you like to cook his meals, whatever that looks like for you, do you find joy in it?
I definitely do. I found joy in making biscuits at 7:00 this morning.
Listen, those biscuits slap too.
Homemade.
Ooh, the homemade, my mama buttermilk biscuits.
My mom biscuits.
They were delicious. She trying to throw me off with the food thing because she heard that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, like I do serve from joy. Like it's definitely natural. I like to make sure my sir doesn't have to lift a finger. He doesn't do anything. He just has to be. He doesn't start a shower, lay his towel out, underwear, all that. Like he just has to be. He doesn't have to do anything.
Right.
And I enjoy that. I get joy and peace from seeing how happy that makes him.
Yeah.
And I'm not being a brat. I'm being a good girl.
She being a good girl. Yeah. And the opposite of that would be performing from fear. Not because you enjoy doing it, but you fear reprimand if you don't. Right. Or you fear being released if you don't show up in the way they told you to show up. When you're performing from fear, it really prevents you from showing up as your best self. So really this Zoom for us tonight is to help all those out there on their journey, just like we are, whether you're 5 minutes or 50 years into the game to find your lane, because this lifestyle should give you peace. It should give you joy. It should give you happiness. And if you walk away from this more stressed out than when you came, then we got to do some self-reflection, because the math isn't mathing. All right, let's go check the chat one more time as we get ready to wrap this up. So Lee says she still needs a plate.
Okay, gotcha.
All right,
Gotcha.
she says she still needs a plate.
Gotcha.
Tisdale, service is in me and goal is to please him. Amen, sis. Mr. Tibbs, whisper in his ear, do you want a sandwich or even her? See and journal the reaction.
It's hilarious.
Even on all night. But yeah, most times you get that little eye big, like, I could use a sandwich. I could. They are delicious. My girl Coco said, I've learned that my submission is not weakness, that my words matter. I have a choice. I'm a strong woman, grounded in my service, aware of my position, and in control of my surrender. Girl, just do this. That's it. That's it. That's all I got. That's it. Because you preaching. Did I get everybody? Fear of what, Mr. Atkins? It could be a fear of disappointment. It could be a fear of losing that dynamic. It could be a fear of rejection. And if I'm going to go ahead and be honest, that is something that I struggle with coming into this lifestyle. Not feeling like I was enough. And that fear would make me show up in ways that didn't seem conducive to who I am as a submissive. So fear can stem from a lot of things. It's really up to us to reflect on why am I performing from this place of fear? What is sparking it? What's triggering it? Because what may trigger that fear for me is not going to trigger that fear for Summer, or it may not trigger that fear for Queen. So it's really about self-reflection, Sir Atkins, because from S type to S type, it looks different. It's really about nature, how we grew up, and et cetera, et cetera. Let's see here, Snoop the Crook. As a
I'll be saying that later. I can't.
Yeah, I have to say it.
You know, words get stuck in your head. I'm gonna be saying Snoop the Crook on my flight home tomorrow. I don't like it. I like it, but I don't like it.
I know, right? Stick in your head. And it adds as a D type and man, that is what makes me feel my best. When I receive it out of love and her choice of service to me, it always makes me want to take a paddle or two away. Aww. Or
I like paddle.
Yes, I love it. Or add a paddle. Just add the nice paddle.
What paddle?
I don't know which one is nice,
I
but
think I
find that one. What a paddle is. She wakes up and chooses violence every day, y'all.
It's the sad Sagittarius.
Let's see here.
Sorry, Daddy. You're stuck now.
Really
matter.
Oh, let's see here. They are still going. Carmen said, thank God the paddles hurt. They do, depending on.
Saying thank God the paddles hurt.
Yeah.
Does she want it or she don't want it?
I don't think she wants it. I don't think she wants it.
I'll take yours.
Yeah. Listen, she'll always take it. He said it's Snoop the coochie crook. I just take the C word out most of the time.
I knew that was some stuff. Oh my God. I was thinking like, Snoop the Crook. Where did I hear this?
It sounds really familiar. Oh Lord. Jesus. Ty said Summer can have mine too.
I'll take it. Look at that. Sharing is caring.
Sharing is caring. That's what this community is all about.
Yeah.
You know, we help each other.
Right.
So I'm going to go ahead and I will Snoop before Save the Last Dance. Nice. He said they took his name. You take theirs. So I'm going to pass it back off to Summer because y'all make me laugh and I'll keep going.
Oh my gosh. All right, everyone. As we come to a close tonight, I want to remind everyone that submission is not weakness, it's awareness. It's the courage to know yourself deeply and the strength to surrender intentionally. Before we end, Sheba and I will each share one affirmation to carry you with this week.
All righty. Before I do that, I just want to say bye to Coco. She said, have a great evening.
Bye, Coco.
She just wanted to pop in for this amazing vibe. Keep growing.
Thank you.
Look, we trying, but we trying. But for me, my affirmation, my submission is sacred, and it involves as I do. And if y'all know me, I'm bipolar, so it involves a lot. But that is mine.
And mine is I honor my energy, my limits, and the growth that comes from knowing who I am. I'm still figuring it out. I definitely know what I like and what I don't like. It kind of like, I guess, limits what I accept and won't accept. So once you figure that out, everything else is just kind of building on those layers.
Your foundation.
Yeah.
Oh, let me see here.
Alrighty. So thank you all for showing up with openness and vulnerability tonight. Oh my God.
She's stumbling a little bit. She a little tongue-tied tonight, y'all. Because she love y'all.
Please remember this is an ongoing journey on self-discovery. Keep exploring, journaling, and giving yourself grace.
All right. We'll see you next Tuesday, guys, for our next session. Until then, stay grounded, stay safe, and stay true to yourself. Bye, guys.
Bye. Listen.
We can't wait to see you guys next time, too.
Right. Bye. Good night.
Night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
In an hour.